Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I am looking at is from Pontoon Brewing Company out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. This is the Extra Irish Extra Stout. Pontoon Brewing Company is well, I've already said that, haven't I? Sandy Springs, Georgia. This beer is 6.5% alcohol by volume, 40 IBUs. One thing about Pontoon Brewing Company, they always disclose the IBUs on all of their beers. So I thought I had reviewed this beer, but I brought it to Stout Sunday. I haven't actually done a solo review. So this beer is actually aged in Jameson casks to make it extra Irish. All right, let's go ahead and pour this bad boy up, shall we? All right, there's your pour. Pretty much black with the appearance, a nice 2.5 finger beige, relatively creamy looking head. The aroma, getting some milk chocolate, a little bit of dark chocolate in the background, some nice roast from the barley malt, nice toasty bread notes. I'm not getting anything on the aroma that would indicate that it's barrel aged. Jameson, being an Irish whiskey, is very mellow, very smooth. It's not going to be like a bourbon barrel aged stout or a Scotch barrel aged stout or something, even a rum barrel aged stout. You know, those are very distinctive flavors. Jameson's pretty mellow, and I'm not getting anything that would indicate that it's barrel aged. But it does smell delightful. 6.5%, borderline session for a stout. Everything nowadays is, you know, 8% and up. It smells good. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. First thing I'm actually picking up on is milk chocolate. Then a little bit of that bitterness and that dark chocolate note kind of comes through once you get through that initial sweetness. Really nice malt character with this. Great toasted, dark toasted bread notes in the middle of the sip. It almost has a little bit of a creamy mouthfeel to it, like a milk stout would. And this is a barrel aged stout, so that's a little strange, but it is very pleasant, velvety smooth, easy drink, and the carbonation with this is pretty low. The first time I tried this, I wasn't getting any barrel notes really. I am getting just a little bit of the barrel notes on the back end. It almost has like a warming feeling going down, which at 6.5% is not really the norm, but I'm going to assume that that's coming from the barrel aging. And it is extra dry, very dry on the finish, which I believe is also from the barrel aging. A super dry finish, which for me, with a 6.5% stout like this, just increases the drinkability, makes you want to go right back in for another sip because it is so drying. You want to keep drinking it to quench your thirst. But that will never happen. You'll just want to keep drinking more because it's so drying. So they did a good job with that. Little bit of bitterness on the finish. I am getting a little bit of astringency from the roasted malt because very roasty. But I am getting a little bit of a bitterness on the back end as well from the hops that they're using. Really kind of indistinct. It's just a bitterness. And I'm also picking up on, I don't think I mentioned this before, I'm picking up on a slight coffee note. There's no coffee added to this beer, but the deepness of the roast is providing a little bit of a coffee note on the back end as well. It's a very well-rounded, well-balanced stout. I love barrel-aged stouts. I do wish maybe there was a little bit more barrel presence, but when you're aging something like this in Jameson barrels, you really can't expect too much. I think they were really just trying to get that extra dry finish from the barrel aging, because Irish stouts are dry stouts. That's what they're known for, being very, very dry. Drinkability's through the roof. Like I said, it's a great stout. It would be a really good stout for somebody trying to get into stouts, a good beginner stout, because it's not offensive, it's well balanced. Um, there's no alcohol presence. It's not too roasty, it's not too sweet, it's not too bitter. It's just the right amount of everything. I'm going to give this, I think I gave it like an 85 on Stout Sunday. I'm going to bump it up to an 89. It's a B plus. It's almost into that excellent range for me. It's just not quite there because I want a little bit more of the barrel presence, and I'm not really getting it. You put aged in Jameson cask on the label. I want there to be a little bit more of that present in the beer. It is on the finish, like I said, but there's nothing really throughout the beer. There's no really added flavor components to the beer from the barrel aging. It just provides for an extra dry finish. The body is medium. I think I already said the carbonation is relatively low with this. Anytime you barrel age something, it's going to lose carbonation because it's sitting in a barrel. So 89 out of 100. It's a B plus, almost getting into that excellent range. Pontoon Brewing Company out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. They make great stuff. I would highly recommend you check this out if you can find Pontoon Brewing Company beers in your area. This is a great Irish stout. So that'll do it for this beer review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Until next time, everybody. Cheers.